But how do we keep more people alive? We are not through this pandemic. I wished we were, but I prayed a lot to God during this time. And you know what? God did answer our prayers. He made the smartest men and women, the scientists, the doctors, the researchers. He made them come up with a vaccine. That is from God to us. And we must say, thank you, God. Thank you. And I wear my vaccinated necklace all the time to say, I'm vaccinated. All of you. Yes, I know you're vaccinated. You're the smart ones. But you know there's people out there who aren't listening to God and what God wants. You know this. You know who they are. I need you to be my apostles. I need you to go out and talk about it and say, we owe this to each other. We love each other. Jesus taught us to love one another. And how do you show that love? But to care about each other enough to say, please get vaccinated because I love you. I want you to live. I want our kids to be safe when they're in schools. I want you to be safe when you go to a doctor's office or to a hospital and are treated by somebody. You don't want to get the virus from them. You're already sick or you wouldn't be there. We have to solve this, my friends. I need every one of you. I need you to let them know that this is how we can fight this pandemic, come back to normal, and then start talking about the real issues that we have to. Fighting systemic racial injustice, which exists today. And if there's a denier, I will take you on any day because I've seen it. I know it exists. And we are not going to have a blind eye to this ever again any longer under my watch. And that is my commitment to you.
Chief here, and I have another thought. Today, I was thinking about destruction, and not just what these bureaucrats and politicians have been doing to society for the last couple of years, and these corporations, but the destruction specifically of the family. Because this has been a process that's been in the making for quite a long time, but especially probably like the last century or so. That's when the destruction of the family really has, they really put their foot on the pedal. They put the pedal to the metal on ensuring that the family would be destroyed, and actually warping our minds to believe that materialism and hedonism are worth more than having strong viable relationships and actually building a strong family. Only these legacy families get to have families that they pass things down to. We have to be subjected to the things that they want to sell to us, that they're making all the money off of, that they're invested in. We can't have families that are strong, that can help build a strong community, and we can pass down homes and different assets and strong ideologies down to them. I guess ideology is all we pretty much can pass down to them. But then even if they go to a university for long enough, which is pretty much a brainwashing factory, in my estimation, not all of them, but a lot of them are. They're brainwashing the kids into going against the family and against their parents based upon a whole bunch of nonsense theory that a whole bunch of white folks made up, the postmodernist white folks made up. And they got a lot of their POC lackeys to follow in that footsteps and write these kind of really, discursive, long-winded essays and papers filled with nothing but circumlocution, just completely incoherent, just bullshit, man. Just bullshit. No, you don't gotta say no other word. Just bullshit. But the destruction of the family is because we serve only one master. And that's one of the reasons, too, why they destroyed faith. And I was a victim of that at one time, where my faith was destroyed because of the society, not because of how I grew up and, my own thought processes and the way I interpret the world and my environment. But also because I was living in a society that was godless, and people relished in it, people love not loving God or the Most High. People do love loving God. They love a Sar or Saturn. They do love God. So when a lot of these celebrities talk about they love God, they're not talking about the God of the scriptures. They're talking about a Sar. and they're just tricking you into that believing that they're talking about the God of the Scriptures, or the Most High and His Son. But how that begun, I think, was actually religion. Religion actually helped break down the family, and it was supposed to. And I believe what we're enduring now, especially with these religions, especially with the Catholic Church, but all these religions, is the mystery of iniquity. And that's spoken about in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And I'm going to read verses 2 through 12. And see if that enlightens my conversation. That ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, shewing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. And that can be applied to so many things in the society. I think it's applied to the church. We do these religions, especially the Catholic Church and the Pope. We have been told that they're actually worshipers of the Scriptures, but they don't have anything to do with the Scriptures. I've been to the Vatican. I've been to Vatican City. You can just walk around that shit. You don't feel the spirit of the Most High at all. It just feels dead there. You see all those fucking statues all around you just looking down on you, those fucking idols that should not be there if they really were followers of the Scriptures. You see all that fucking demonic looking imagery inside the Sistine Chapel. You're like, holy fuck, man. This is not a place of the Most High. And what he does and what they've done and what the Lord has allowed people to happen to people is to be possessed by that spirit and to believe that it's the spirit of him. Just like nowadays, what lie are people believing in this society? What lie are people believing right now in the society? Not only according to this, not even just according to this, not at the behest of this current scandemic, but also about the family. They're believing like, hey, my life is, I have a life to live, and I have to live that before I have a family. Having children isn't important to me because I need to have a career, or I have to go to school, or I have to do this, that, and the other. And maybe the society does force us to be that way because, you know, you have to have a job to have a roof over your head. And I understand the concerns that people have saying like, hey, I want to be in a stable position in my life before I have children, because this world is hard, you know, and even getting to the place where you can have money to even afford rent, especially in Los Angeles or any of these major cities, especially on the fucking West Coast where we're supposed to have the most caring fucking governors and mayors and everybody on the fucking planet. On the West Coast, oh my God, the West Coast, man. Oh my goodness gracious, man. I've been a West Coast nigga my whole life, and these people are out of their damn minds, man. There's nothing worse than a white liberal, man. Nothing at all on the planet worse than a white liberal. And they're the ones who are in charge of the destruction of the family too. By telling you that you should abort that fetus and be proud of it. By telling you, send your school to these fucking shitty ass schools, teaching them bullshit. You know, separating them out from keeping them away from the parents all day. Nowadays, they're not letting the parents be involved in the education, and because they want to be the ones indoctrinating the kids with complete and utter nonsense. They don't want to teach the kids any. The fucking governor of Oregon just said black and brown kids don't have to fucking have math qualifications to graduate. It's like, holy shit, man. Number one, that's fucking hella offensive. That means they're saying that black and brown kids are fucking morons, which is only upholding the stereotypes that they want, that they created. It's so backwards. They're shitting on us and calling it care. Oh my goodness gracious. And that's another part of the destruction of the family. Having these people set up these fucking indoctrination factories that absolutely destroy the mind of the children, that force them to go against their parents and to go against the mores that their parents should be instilling them to be upstanding human beings and citizens of this country, to be hardworking, to not be victims, not to always claim victimization, which is only being taught in these schools. These kids are being straight up taught to be victims. And who's benefiting from this? Who is benefiting from all this shit? Is anybody benefiting from the theories that they're teaching in these schools? Is anybody benefiting from them saying that we should destroy the families? Like, the pandemic should have told a lot of people that, hey, a lot of motherfuckers are lonely out here. A lot of people are mad that they were told that they shouldn't have a family, that they shouldn't like love a man, they shouldn't love a woman. You know, I think mostly it's feminism that destroyed that. Like, you know, women have been told that their freedom is in materialism, which is absolutely like the dumbest thing that a rational person would see. But, you know, a lot of women are irrational. Ooh, just like me. Not saying I'm a transgender, but I'm just saying I'm irrational too. But, fuck. I forgot what I was saying. I be going off. Hey, but the mystery iniquity, I think mainly pertains to our false worship of, you know, not only the religions that they push, but also what's happening with the scandemic, but also like the mores that they want to push on our society, especially when it comes to the family. A strong family is the foundation of every nation, and Minister Farrakhan said that in the first Million Man March, the one in the 90s. He said that the foundation of any strong nation is the family. How are you gonna proliferate generations in the next generation if you're just sitting there with your fucking wild color hair or with some booty shorts on and shit talking about I'm free because I can just suck a dick all day, or just so I can get rammed in my ass all day, or I'm free because I can go purchase a $15,000 purse. That's actually slavery. You're working hella hard and hoping to get hella money to buy what? Like, you know, I think that's just that's just like a mindset that I've never had that much money to be able to do that. So maybe if I had it, I'll change my thought process. You might want to buy some Gucci shoes if you have the fucking money to do it, you broke nigga. Fuck no. My mind is never on that. Even if you look at a little bit of shitty ass money I get, I buy shit that's gonna improve my mind and my thought processes. I don't fucking buy no frivolous bullshit. I used to buy shitty ass shoes and clothes and shit all the time, but I left that shit back when I was 25. Learning that I don't need to impress none of these motherfuckers I don't need any status symbols. I don't need none of that stupid goofy shit that's only the only GDP that Europe has to offer pretty much. It's just fashion and expensive ass cars. That's the whole GDP of Europe. That's why they had to colonize the earth. Because they didn't have no goddamn natural resources or anything of really true value in Europe. Man. But build families. Even in this time where they're telling us not to, even though if the world's uncertain, they're about to start trying to force this fucking bullshit on kids 5 to 11. Like right now, my family, we're gonna, if they don't, because we do religious exemptions because I'm following the scriptures to the best of my ability now. even in the dietary law and, everything. I'm trying my best to do so. It's fucking hard as fuck, especially being who I have been, like what do they say in the church, man? I remember every time I used to be in church, man, I'm non-denominational, Church of God in Christ and shit. In my backsliding days, trying to get over them backsliding days, man, but I'm doing pretty well. Not trying to moonwalk back into them. And by the glory of the Most High, I won't. But I think that it's just funny that what people are, even the freedom that they want, even like with the mandates that they're doing in Los Angeles. Like, look at the things that they're telling us not to do. It's all like just entertainment, really. It's like, you can't go eat at a restaurant. Well, you can't go to a baseball game. You can't shop in stores. It's like, so I can't spend my money if I don't got this shit. That's it. I can't spend my money. All right. Thank you. Shit, they're doing me a favor, goddammit. I don't need to do none of that shit. I wasn't doing none of that shit anyways. The only thing I was doing was going out to eat. That was the best thing to do. That's probably the thing I'll miss the most. Going out to eat with my family. That's always fun. But I'm not gonna miss it. Now we're just gonna eat around the kitchen table as we've been doing. But be careful. Watch out for these heathens. And the mystery of iniquity, even though as it pertains to the scriptures, it's not just to me. I'm not just going to apply that to the society. Actually, I am. I mean, to the religions and to what's specifically scriptural. I'm just going to apply it to everything that I can think of in my life, especially the family. And I hope everyone else does too. That we're being lied to. And only a fool and those who aren't of the truth will succumb to that lie. And many of us already have. And that's why we're in the situation we're in. And that also tells me that too. People don't have anything to protect. They don't have anything to protect. So they're so willing to go to listen to these liars to tell you that they're protecting you when they never have before. You don't have a child to protect. You don't have a family to protect, a wife to protect, a husband to protect. So you're so willing to just go along to get along, just to hope that you can, go to this restaurant. And a lot of people, I bet you, are doing it. As soon as that fucking LA made that order, I wonder how many fucking people went to go get that fucking jab just so they can go eat at fucking Chili's or Applebee's or Chili's. I got that from Dave Chappelle. I've never been to Chili's in my life. Applebee's. I've never even seen one. Applebee's or Sizzler or Red Robin or Olive Garden. Motherfuckers just trying to get a vaccine and go to fucking Olive Garden. Or what's in LA? Bottega Louie's or what's that steakhouse? Steph and Jeff's? Steph and Nick and Steph's? I don't know. Forgot it. The Nobu or where else motherfuckers trying to go? Some of them shitty ass restaurants in Beverly Hills. And they also try to tell you they care about your health. What's the disease you can get when you step in shit? Man, you'll probably get more sick from the disease where you step in shit, because there's shit all over the place in LA. Dog shit, human shit. It's fucking crazy. Like in my neighborhood, there's homeless people now all over the time, and I live in the hood, and there's homeless people here, and there weren't homeless people here before. There was a whole bunch of barachos and shit, drunk motherfuckers sleeping on the sidewalk, but they had somewhere to go at night. Now there's homeless people everywhere. They don't care about nothing, man. They definitely don't care about you or your family if you have one. So just love and protect your family if you have one, and begin to start thinking about it if you don't, because that's going to be your solace in these days and times. That's my thought of the day. Chief again, and I would like to thank you for listening to my inane pontificating. Please like and subscribe to Bad Thoughts Publishing Company on YouTube. Thank you so much.